So I want to show you something. This is a testament of the colonial mentality at play throughout our education system, and especially in this case, the history and the sociology of science. So this is a book on the history of science, and as you can see, it's a pretty big, heavy book on the history of science. And when we go to the contents, we see there's just one chapter in all of the long history of science, just one chapter that clubs the civilizations of the East. So the Indians, the Chinese, and the Muslim scientists are all clubbed in just one chapter. And when we go to the chapter, you have hardly just 6 pages. It's a chapter, a very small chapter on the civilizations of the East. 6 pages dedicated to the great developments of science and technology and mathematics in China, in the Muslim world, and in the Indian world. And out of those, just 2. So here it starts. They've clubbed the Nestorians with Islam, so as to say that Muslims, it wasn't really Muslims. The Nestorians and Islam, just 1 page, 2, 3, 3.5. 3.5 pages dedicated from this big fat book on the history of science to the great Islamic civilization and its contributions to science, technology, and mathematics. And when we know now, there's enough evidence to show how the Islamic civilization actually created the Renaissance and the scientific revolution of Europe. But the colonial mentality still dominates, and this is what we find. 3.5 pages dedicated to the greatest scientific revolution in history.